All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you are in. Let's get you on my screen. Shall I just jump into play for a little bit before lunch? Let's jump back into our save game and try and figure out where I left off. All right, we should have. All right, we have a stone wash plant running for income, and make sure it's got everything it needs. And it is missing stones and diesel. Okay. I think I just put diesel in the liquid storage. And then we have, yeah, we don't have potatoes yet, but you're gonna sell us fertilizer for some cash. And I believe we just got diesel in the stone in the liquid warehouse. I think that's where we left off. Oh, we got all these bales to pick up. That's what we were doing. But I think I just put some diesel in here. Yeah, so that'll just auto-distribute itself out. Let's get... I have no contracts going, correct? Let me just make sure. Sometimes I'll leave a contract open. We have no contracts open. So we should have a harvester sitting over here doing nothing. Let's give that a minute. Let's get these bales picked up. And we'll figure out what we want to do next. Let's get these off the map. Oh, looks like we just went another growth stage. So now we got to see if our fields need anything. Watch, now we're going to have to fertilize. Let's get these picked up. We'll see if we have to fertilize. Let's get the first load picked up. That's going to change the contracts up too. Yeah, if our money keeps growing, I have the fertilizer factory making us cash, and I have the gold wash plant making us cash. So we desperately need another field. I want to get a poplar field in. I want to get a potato field in so we can start making herbicide. One more. Alright. Let's check our fields. Alright, transport position. Where are we on our fields? We only own 1 and 2. Okay, so everything's fully fertilized. So don't have to worry about fertilizing. Get all this crap off the map, and then we'll take it. Let me get this load over, and we'll see if we can pick up another harvesting contract. And then I think we're going to be done with the baler for a while. I think we're going to just buy the grass dryer and the loading wagon. I think we're going to swap out loading wagons. Spent all day, probably about 10 hours yesterday, rebuilding every single pallet. So every single pallet will now auto load on Papa Smurf's auto load trailer. Drill pipes, steel, yeah, everything. Everything should auto load now on his trailer on the next map update. I just sent it to Dixie like literally before, like 30 seconds before I went live. So Dixie's going to test the pallets today, make sure she has no errors, and we'll get an update out some point this week. Hopefully tomorrow. Oh yeah, bring on the cash. We need it. I want to buy another field. Let's get this guy back and we'll look at some harvesting contracts. See, I'm not sure what the plan is for after lunch. I know I want to finish up Mod Pack 2. I got one or two more adjustments to make to Mod Pack 2. And then the orchards, the greenhouses, the dairy, and the produce warehouse I can get to Dixie later today or tomorrow. I'm hoping to get them to the Patreons this Friday. Let's go back over this way. I think there's some more up front. Yeah, let's work our way back again. And then Mod Pack 3 is still a work in progress. Alright, before we pick these up, let's take a peek at harvesting contracts. See what else we can do with our harvesters just sitting there doing nothing. Ooh, the only one we have is Field 22, which is the really big field. Oh, no, it's not. Okay. 22. What's in 22? Ooh, I forgot to look at the contract. 22's, we have to drive across the map, but what's in 22? Canola. 96,000 to the supermarket. Field 22, let's take it. So where's our harvester? Sitting back here. Off to Field 22 you go. Might as well keep this making money. Hey old man, how's it going? Never back down. Thank you for stopping in. It is going well. I didn't feel like working on anything in the editor today because I spent like 12 hours yesterday rebuilding pallets. I should have everyone auto-loading now on Papa Smurf's trailer without modifying the trailer. I modified the pallets instead, and everyone should now load without any errors or warnings. So I was getting a lot of tension belt errors because of the 3D crap in 22 versus 19 with stuff being 2D. So pallets are a little more tricky in 22. I didn't feel like putting all the extra nodes in Papa Smurf's trailer, so I figured, yeah, what the hell, I'll just rebuild all the pallets instead. Oh crap! This guy's gonna need some gas. All right, hold on. I've got traffic turned off. Let's let's drop the header here. Let's refuel this guy since we're close to the gas station. I just looked down at the repair and gas gauge. I'll have to spend a little bit more money before we make some. All right, there we go. Oh, it's not bad. Only $2,200. Hate to have this thing sitting in the middle of the field with absolutely no diesel in it. Dixieland. Okay, that answered my question. How do y'all? Uh-oh, what was your question? Oh, about not modifying Papa Smurf's trailer? Yeah, I decided not to modify the trailer because every time we added new pallets, we would have to keep updating the trailer, and I did not want to do that in 22. I'd rather make the pallets work to the trailer than have the trailer work to the pallets, if that makes more sense. Because I know he's going to keep updating his trailer as new scripts come out. So I figured we'll just work with the existing trailer. Oh, if there was an update to the trailer, yeah, no, nope, same trailer. I decided to go a different route. Putting the extra nodes in the trailer is worse than rebuilding pallets. I got to go in and see if I can up the road speed on this harvester a little bit more. But yeah, I was gonna go in today and finish up Mod Pack 3, but I spent so much time in the editor and XML work yesterday, and I didn't feel like doing XML work this morning. Because I wanted to take yesterday off and just relax, but that didn't happen. I spent about 14 hours in the desk chair. Of course, we hauled this thing all the way across the map. Yeah, the house is quiet now. My sister had to run out to my niece's house. The house that they just bought. The furnace repair guy is there. Darn, I'm already for more production stuff. I'm gonna try and get you Mod Pack 2 tonight. I found one more tree, so I want to rebuild one of the orchards really quick. It'll only take me like 5 minutes to replace the trees, and then I should have Mod Pack 2 for you at some point tonight. And then after lunch, we'll probably jump in the editor and finish up Mod Pack 3. Now tomorrow we're gonna try and run some errands because we have an ice and snowstorm coming in for Wednesday. So we want to hit the grocery store either today or tomorrow and stock up a little bit. We're supposed to start off as ice and then change over to snow. And it's supposed to snow like about rush hour Wednesday night through all the way like all night Wednesday and all day Thursday. It's supposed to be one of those nuisance slow moving all day storms. So we want to hit the grocery store so we don't have to leave the house for a couple days. Alright, let's get that contract done. Let's get the rest of our bales picked up. Let's get these off the map so we can find another project to do. Yeah, I'm curious to see where our cash jumps at the top of the hour with the wash plant running and the fertilizer factory running, making us cash. So I have both of them set to sell. Sassy1, good morning. Hope everyone had an awesome weekend. Let's do a U-turn over here. We're getting there. Probably 2 more trips. It was a quiet weekend here. Hope your weekend was. Yeah, it was pretty quiet. The family was working. My sister and her husband were working on my niece's new house, so they were there all weekend. They tore the house was built in the 50s, so and it wasn't really updated. So they tore all the like every single room had paneling in it. So they tore all the paneling out. They tore all the carpeting out. They're gonna tear the kitchen out next weekend, and then they're gonna put all new sheetrock up. And then after the sheetrock's up, paint and then carpet, and then redo the kitchen. NDT, hailed man, nice work, looking good, thank you, much appreciated. Thanks for stopping in. It was fun to build. probably only do one more map for 22, and it'll be a 16x. But I'm not in any big hurry to get it started because I want to get a bunch of the factories done first. So that map will be ready. So by the time that map is done, we'll have a whole ton of factories to use on it. So I'm in no big hurry to start that. I'd rather spend the time building factories than spend the time working on a 16x. 16x will be something similar to my FS19 Hidden Lakes map, where we have a big mountain in the middle, and then a valley with the stream running through it, and then outer mountain. We'll put a train system in there, so that's going to be a little bit more work. Alright, let's get the rest of these bales off the map. Alright, a couple minutes to the top of the hour. I'm curious to see where our cash is going to jump. Trying to keep an eye on the cash, so we're like at 518,000. Oh, damn, 1.2 million. That was a nice payday. I'm going to keep that fertilizer factory working on selling. We'll put another one down and have it store so we can start making our own fertilizer for our implements. But now we can get a few more factories up and running. And we're going to get at least another 100 $100,000 for that canola contract. Come on, catch the trigger. Oh, I'm full. Alright. Don't catch the trigger. Alright, it should be this loaded and one more. We'll get this mess done. First thing I'm doing is upgrading our tractors. And then we'll get some more factories down. Probably going to have to buy one more load of diesel till we get the refinery running. I don't want to run out of diesel. I want the factories to keep running. No, I hate when the camera snaps like that. Sorry about that. I'm going to get that no camera collision mod. If it's out for 22. So if you're looking for some early game cash, fertilizer's the way to go. Sell the coal mine, buy the silt mine, put a fertilizer factory down, turn it to sell, and you're going to get your early game cash to get you started. Because I'm still on the first game day on this save. We don't have any extra land yet, but I'm still on the first. We're still on the first game day. Alright, almost done. Oh, I'm hoping they all fit on here. I don't want to make another trip. Oh. Sounds like my sister came home, so they must have fixed the furnace that quick. Get them all. Yeah, we should really get them all on here. Alright. This mess done with. Looks like our harvester is still running. We'll check on that, his progress or her progress here in a second. Alright, this should be the last of the silage we need to sell for a while. Now that we're making money other ways, shouldn't have to mess with this too much. Hopefully I don't get the camera snap when this thing tilts back. Alright. Done with this for a while. Oh, I didn't back up well. Okay, yeah, we can sneak through here. We can make the turn. Probably upgrade one. We'll see how much it costs us to upgrade one tractor. These are still the two starting tractors. Let's get you parked over here. Eventually I'll get some garages over here. Some vehicle sheds. Alright, let's see about upgrading this one. Alright, so let us, yeah, we're going to sell this one off. Now my store delivery mod's over here somewhere. We're going to upgrade. Oh, I missed a bale. It's in the store. Alright, we're going to go with wheel weights, the biggest engine. We're going to go with, I love that color. I'm going to leave the grill. We're going to change the rims. Got to have our license plate. Got to have our license plate. Did it keep the license plate? I guess we won't find out until we buy it. Or does it have no license plate? Oh, I might have messed that up. I don't see a license plate. Oh well, it's all good. Maybe this one doesn't have a license plate. Alright, so this is my upgraded tractor. I'm going to leave her here a minute. Let's take this one. Should we just upgrade both of these and be done with it? Let's grab this one. It's only about we only lost about $100,000 on the upgrade. Yeah, I might have messed the license plate up. We can go back into the garage, put one on. Alright, let's do the same thing. Let's upgrade this one. So let's sell this one off. And then we'll grab another one of these. Some wheel weights, bigger engine. Oh, come on. I meant to slide this down. We'll go with that guy. We'll go with the gray. Oh yeah, there's no option for license plate, so it's gonna. I think it's gonna stay on none. Oh, there we go. That's what I missed. Oh, there we go. So does this one have the license plate and the other one doesn't? No, still no license plate. Oh, no, we do have the license plate. It's up top. Okay, so we have it on this one. Let's take the other one back to the garage. Now, you're going to need to go empty our harvester here in a second. Did I miss it? I did miss it on this one. Yeah, these have a much faster road speed. Customize. Did I miss the license plate? I did. That's better. Alright, you can sit there a minute. Let's go check on that harvester. Yeah, that's some kind of glitch with 22 where if you miss a bale or if something doesn't auto load, it ends up in the shop. Alright, so how far across the field is this guy? Hoping it's about done. Nope, this is a big field. She's only about a third of the way across. About halfway across. Let's double check, see where we are. Yep, we got a ways to go. We got a ways to go. Alright, so that can sit there. I want to go check on, we're going to run through the this farmer's field here a second. Just strolling through the sunflower, don't mind me. Adrian Hooper, yeah, Adrian Hooper, sorry, ran across her field. Alright, I want to see what we have going over here. I can't remember what we bought, what we didn't buy. Alright, so this one, alright, this one we own and it's active and it's running. This one we do not own, so we're going to buy this one. We are going to change it to distribute. Do they not put them in an order? So they do not put them in an order. Okay, so that one is going to be running. I'm also going to buy this one. It's only 100. Should only be like 155,000. It is. And then this one we're gonna take lime. I'm gonna leave it on storing, but I want to turn limestone off, gypsum off, calcium carbonate off. I don't want it. We don't have the cement factory yet. We don't have the drywall factory yet. We don't have soda or beer yet. So we're not going to be using those products for a while. So right now I'm only going to make it lime, so I can spread lime on my own fields. And then we're going to leave clean fill. So this is going to go to distribute. This is going to go to distribute. And then I'm just going to change these now before I forget. So the clean fill should go to the bulk warehouse, and then the lime, oh, I wanted that one on store. Because I want the lime, I want to be able to fill my lime spreader. So that leaves us $800,000. Let's head back to the house. Let's take some equipment with us. A couple things I want to check on. I want to see if we're going to need more diesel or water. So this is our grain silo. I don't know what we put in here. Oh, it's silt. So it's going to automatically distribute our silt. Almost 2.5 million liters, so we don't have to worry about that one. So that's going to distribute our silt to the fertilizer factory. And this one should be pushing water and diesel to the other factories. We're good yet. We're good for a little bit yet. All right. I want to get... We got 800,000. Let's get my camera spun back around. All right. I want to get... two more fertilizer factories. I'm going to put one, let's give ourselves a little bit of space. And which way do I want it turned? We'll turn it this way, that's fine. I want one to store, and I want one to distribute. And then I want to get a seed factory down. Let's get a seed factory down as well. Alright, so this one we are going to turn. So this one we are going to store because I want to be able to fill my implements with fertilizer. The herbicide we're going to distribute because I don't play with weeds on, we're going to use that in the orchards and the greenhouses. So let's activate those. And then this one we're going to take and we're going to distribute, because this one's going to push our fertilizer into the seed factory for us. So we don't have to manually move it. And then our seed factory, we are going to, we're going to probably need two. One to store. No, we only need one. We're going to store the seeds. We're going to use them just to fill our implements with. So let's just activate this whole mess. We don't have our first crop yet to make seeds, but our rice field is growing. All right, that's going to get us the basics made. That's going to get our fertilizer made. That's going to get our seeds made. That's going to get our herbicide made. We're making lime. So 700,000. I may put one more stone pit down. So let's head... Oh, wrong one. Let's head back over there a minute. Did I buy this piece of property? Can't remember. We did not. We need this piece of property. 93,000. Let's buy that. That'll give us room to put some factories down. And I'm going to throw another stone pit down. So I want to keep a couple factories running with it. Yes, stone pit. Let's get one more down. Okay, so that's as far up as I can go. So let's get that down. So that's going to keep our couple factories running. That's going to keep the wash plant running, and it's going to keep the... Let's change that to distribute. It's going to keep the wash plant running. It's going to keep stone processing running. And let's just activate that one. So now we're going to definitely have to put more water and diesel in our storage tank. So what do we have left? Now, I need to get Mammoth Mill up and running, but we can't get Mammoth Mill up and running until we buy the coal mine and the ore mine. Now, we can just buy the mine and get them running, but I'd rather scoop the product up off the ground. So 138,000, 107, that's going to eat up the rest of most of our cash. But we also need a piece of property to cut some trees down. Let's see what we got. Because we have that contract going, so we'll get at least another 100 or 150,000 from that contract. Well, let's buy the coal mine. Let's buy the ore mine. What does that leave us? Only 171,000. Oh no, 243,000. Let's buy this little piece of property so we can get some wood chips. That leaves us with 130,000. How much is Mammoth Mill? $155,000. Okay, so we're going to have to earn a little bit more cash. That's fine, though. Where did I leave my tractor? I have no idea. So you're sitting there, you're sitting here. All right. So let's get one more factory down then. Since I can't buy the mill yet, I think I could buy a grass dryer. Until we get that contract finished. So let's grab... Grass dryer shouldn't be too much. grass dryer. Of course, my camera spins around to the wrong way all the time. Let's get grass dryer down. And this one, we're going to make more silage. I'm going to leave hay off. I'm going to turn silage on. And we're going to distribute. So I want this silage. We're going to need the silage for some other factories. So we're going to leave this one on distribute. We're going to leave the other one on. If I get a second one, we're going to sell. Alright, let's grab. Ooh, I may not have enough money for a loading wagon now. I don't think I own one. So I have the mower. I don't think I own a loading wagon. Might have just spent too much cash. I may not be able to cut the rest of that grass unless we bale it. I don't want to bale it. I don't think I own a loading wagon. I don't. How much is Papa's? Oh, Papa Smurf's loading wagon I think doesn't cost anything. I think it's a used piece of equipment. It is. Alright, why don't I not get the... There we go. Extension, is that the largest one? Yeah, extension, and then these colors have to go. That'll work. Actually, what? Try and get it the same as the rim color. Close enough. 2200. Not bad. Alright, let's get the rest of that grass cut real quick. Yeah, this thing's a little bit cheaty, but I love it. Alright, let's get... Oh, this guy unfolded. And just grab a little bit from here. We'll head across the bridge. Yeah, this is definitely cheaty. I love it. Yeah, it definitely cuts the grass cutting time down. That is for sure. Gives us time to work on other projects. I know there's not much here, but I'm going to take advantage of it. Alright, let's turn this off. Let's get this guy ready to transport. Alright, let's go cut this little meadow over here that we just bought and put our factories down on. While we're waiting for that field to finish up. I love this tractor, but the braking needs to be adjusted. Now, can I fit back here? Barely. Oh, we're not going to go behind that one, that's for sure. We need some cash. I'll just I'll just forward time to the top of the hour and let our factories pay us. Yeah, shout out to One Dragon Nation for allowing us to share this mower. Alfred Prom, hello. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, we're just coming in playing for a little bit before lunch. Not sure what the plans are for after lunch yet. I'm not sure if we're going to run errands today or tomorrow. No luck with the new fruit types, but it's going to be very soon. Nice. I'm not going to add any more fruit types to this map, but definitely the 16X. This map is running well, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it, is my motto. So we're not going to mess with any more fruits on this map. No, I did not. I did not mess with this map at all. The only thing I did was I had to rebuild half my pallets over the weekend, so I did not mess with any new fill types or fruit types. And unfortunately, that the mod that you had sent me, I have it downloaded. I did not put it in my mods folder yet. So my main focus right now is getting Mod Pack 2 and Mod Pack 3 finished. Because I want to get Mod Pack 2 to my Patreon members this Friday. And I still need to get it to Dixie for testing. I've got one more update on the orchards I need to get done. And I want to try and get that to Dixie tonight for testing. So after Mod Pack 2 and Mod Pack 3 is done, that gives me a little bit of breathing space to get to focus on some other stuff. I have... Yeah, the 4 extra crops I'm running now are fine. The rice, the rye, the millet. Hang on, what is it? Rice, rye. Yeah, the rye, the rice, the millet, and the carrot. Yeah, they're all running fine. Love your trolls or motivation title. Very happy you're not letting them get you down. No, instead of pissing me off, it gives me more motivation to get stuff done. Love your warehouse for distributing solids and liquids. They are already in Mod Pack 1. They're in Mod Pack 1 with the download. Alright, let's get this job done so we can get to our next project. The problem is pallets, when you load in another map, you have to get it correct. They fail, you need to add placeables. Oh, I fixed all my pallets yesterday. I rebuilt like 15 pallets yesterday. So the pallets are built into the map. So my factories will not work on anybody else's map. I did that on purpose. Yeah, I purposely will not have any of my factories work on another map. They will only work on my maps. I do that on purpose. I did that on purpose in 19. I'm doing that on purpose in 22. So my factories will only work on my map. Let's get this in here so we can start making silage. And the silage will be for our use, and we're not going to sell this one. I purposely don't want my factories built that way so they could be used on anybody else's map. That practice I'm not going to change. I've done it in 19. I'm going to keep that practice in 22. Alright, so that's another job done. Let's get the mower dropped back off. Oh, don't drive in the water. This tractor needs some brake work done on it. Let's unfold that so we can just drop it back to the ground. And then let's get our trailer dropped off. That'll free this tractor up. Alright, so that's going to take care of that. Where's our canola field? How far along is he? Alright, so he's still got a ways to go before that project is done. We may go steal that loading wagon and cut some trees. So we bought this piece of property over here. We did. We may steal that other tractor until that harvester is done. I have a snowblower. I don't think I bought a Brooks yet. I did not. Do we have enough money for a Brooks? Oh, hang on. Forestry equipment. 58,000. Just enough money. Let's hold off on that a second. Do I have enough water and diesel to keep our factories running? Arlarn, hello. Thank you for stopping in. Alright, over here. Do I have enough? 87,000. Yeah, we have enough water, so I won't have to buy any more diesel yet. I'm trying to get ourselves set up where we can buy where we can buy the Mammoth Mill next, after that contract's finished. So we're going to need to get some coal. I need to get some coal picked up and in storage. I need to get some ore picked up and in storage. And we need to get some wood chips in storage. Alright, let's go steal this other tractor back. Yeah, we're going to steal this tractor back till this field's finished. Let's go get our snowblower. And we're going to grab, this is my only tipper. I can't buy another one yet. But let's grab some coal, let's grab some ore, let's grab some wood chips. $10.18, hello, thanks for stopping in. But yeah, I hope everyone had a great weekend. I wanted to take yesterday off, but then those pallets were bothering me. I wanted to get that project out of the way. So I spent like 12 to 14 hours rebuilding about 15 pallets so they would all work with Papa Smurf's auto-load trailer. Old Man Farming, hello. So I didn't want to alter the trailer, so I altered the pallets to make them work on the trailer. So now Papa Smurf's trailer should pick up every single pallet on the map. If you want to go old school and don't use the distributing. Dixie could put her link in. I don't have a command in for it yet. I gotta work on Streamlabs and Nightbot. I just need to make the time. I've got a couple hours worth of work to do in Streamlabs and Nightbot. But there's always other priorities that come ahead of it. Oh, and I disconnected my trailer. Alright, let's try that again. Got the trailer connected. Give me the milling machine. There we go. Let's get ourselves set up for the mill once we get paid. We get that contract in. Or the top of the hour, whatever comes first. We'll get paid again at the top of the hour. Then we can buy the mill. I'm hoping we can buy the mill, the oil well, and the refinery. And that'll get us the rest of the basics made. Yeah, I'm not going to be in any big hurry to like buy the actual mines and get them running because we have so much product on the ground. So I'm not going to be in any big hurry to spend 75,000 on the coal mine, 75,000 on the ore mine, 75,000 on the silt mine. We got plenty of product to scoop up. Alright, let's get that turned off. Get the pipe in so it doesn't blow back out. And let's take this to our bulk warehouse so it'll auto-distribute it for us. And we'll grab a load of ore. This will kill time while that contract's finishing up. I should have put that warehouse closer over here. I guess we're really not that far. I just don't like driving. So how's everyone doing with the finding collectibles? What's everybody up to? How many out of 100 have you found yet? And I think in the 16x map, I think I can increase the channels and double the collectibles, I think. Alright, let's get this in the bulk warehouse. So I keep forgetting the input's on the side and not the front. Old Men Farming found 20. 20 out of 100. Cherokee about half. There's one or two that may be a bit tricky to find. I keep forgetting to open up this XML and increase the unload speed on this tipper. Alright, while we're waiting for this to unload, where's our harvester? Only about 2/3 of the way across that field. So this will auto-distribute to our mill and any factory that needs it. Spent 12 hours one day looking, only have 2 I haven't found yet. Sassy one, nice. I probably know which 2 they are, but I won't give you no spoilers. See, you're too short of that $2 million bonus, though. That sucks. Sooty Farmer, hello. Thanks for stopping in. Much appreciated. I just spent all of our cash that we earned. But that's what it's all about, early game. Nope, no spoilers, so we'll find them. Yeah, eventually you'll find them. I think I know which 2 they are. If you find them, if they're the 2 I'm thinking of, I'm not gonna. Nope, no spoilers. I think they're the ones. Yep, that's all I'm gonna say. Next subject. Let's get a load of ore, since we have some time to kill. Yeah, I'm going to drive through the circle backwards. So I sent Dixie the updated map, so she now has version 1.2, the same version I'm on. I took the refinery and I tripled the plastic because we didn't have enough plastic. I guess he's hidden them inside. I'm not giving any spoilers out. But yeah, Dixie now has 1.2 of the version of the map. She has all the adjustments to the Mammoth Mill and adjustments to the refinery. So y'all get that on the next update. And then she has all the updated pallets, and she's going to do some pallet testing tonight. And then I'm hoping to get her the orchards and greenhouses at some point today so she can get those tested. Oh, we got to get the pipe out. Oh, crap. I still have some coal in here. I forgot to take the pipe out. All right, that ain't going to work. Now we're going to have to go... Oh, that's all right. We'll just go grab... We'll go grab another load of coal instead. And then we'll come back for ore. I forgot to unload the pipe when I was unloading the tipper. Y'all are probably yelling at me as I'm driving back. You missed the pipe. Us US and the guns. Hello. Hope you're enjoying the map. I've been seeing, I think, all your comments on YouTube. If not, somebody has a similar name to yours. Because my memory is not the greatest. Lower. That's what I'm looking for. Yep, that's you. Awesome. Appreciate the comments. It helps the YouTube channel out. Yeah, we'll just grab one more load of coal and then we'll come back for 2 loads of ore. And then we won't have to worry about this for a while. Just got to remember to turn the pipe out when we go to unload this. Alright, let's get this guy turned off. I turned the pipe in because it tends to squirt the product back out. So let's get this unloaded. We'll come back for 2 loads of ore. We got time to kill while we're waiting to earn some cash anyway. Oh, we got Happy New Year, 100 bits. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Want to ask, is the spinnery supposed to take grass? It may only take bales. Hold on. Oh, let's wait for the autosave. Grass. If not, I can add it. Yeah, if it doesn't take bulk, it should take bales. I don't have any... Well, I guess we could cut a little bit more grass just to see if it'll take the bulk. We could test that here in a minute. I can cut just a little bit of grass to test it. See if it'll take the bulk. No, it takes cut... Oh, it takes... So it doesn't take any... It should take all the bales because it took my silage bales. Hang on. We can go into the map files here in a second and look while this is unloading. Let me make sure I put grass in the bale because there's 2 different triggers. There's a bulk trigger and a bale trigger. And you have to, I think on the input, you have to specify what you want to go in the bulk trigger and what you want to put in the bale trigger. But let's jump into the map files here in a second. As soon as I get this unloading. Eventually we'll do some landscaping. We'll put a road in here. Alright, hold on. I'm going to get the pipe out first this time. Alright, while this is unloading, let me minimize this. Let's go into... Oh, not the log. Not you. Let's go into the map files. Placeables. Selling station. Nope. Selling station bales. Spinnery. Alright, I have... Nope, everything should go in. It should take straw, hay, grass, silage, sugar beet cut, cotton, and wool. Everything should go into that trigger. If something's not working, let me know because I've not The only thing I've tested in that trigger is silage. So everything, it should take everything, bulk or baled. So if it's not working, let me know, and I can get it fixed for the next update. But that should have a bulk and a bale trigger. Alright, how's our harvester doing? Getting there. About 3/4 of the way across. I was confused why it took grass. A lot of people like to just cut grass and sell it. Or if you have too much grass you don't know what to do with, you can sell it off. But I like to put every bale type in the sell point. Just future-proofs it so I don't have to go back and add it after the fact. Alright, we're almost close to the top of the hour, so we're going to get paid again, which is awesome. So we should get, it's probably going to jump up like $1 million. We're selling off a ton of product from the wash plant and the fertilizer factory. So we should be able to get the Mammoth Mill up and running. Alright, which means we're going to have to get some ore before we can get the mill running. Ore and wood chips. So let's grab 1 or 2 loads of ore. And this way I won't have to worry about it for a while. Yeah, I forgot to put the pipe out earlier. The first trip, I forgot the snowblower holds 500,000 liters internally. In real life, it only takes wool and cotton. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, the Alex Blue I didn't have permission to share. Oh, there we go. We got paid. So we're up to 867,000. That's awesome. So let's grab. That means we can get the ore in our distributing silo. We can get wood chips in our distributing, and then we can go get the mill running. I'm probably going to do 2 loads. This way I won't have to worry about it for a while. That means as soon as we get the mill up and running, we'll be making drill pipe. So then we can get the oil wells running and the refinery running. And we'll have all of our basics in. Nope, I still need a composter. Next time we cut grass, I'm going to put the composter down. And every bit of grass is going to go in the composter. Alright, let's get that turned off. Let's get the pipe back in for travel purposes. I found a light pole, the west entrance of the bowling alley. Oh, that we can go check on that. We're heading that way. I may have even forgot to move the other light poles. We can go check on those real quick. Unless I write it down while I'm streaming, and it's in my to-do list on my notebook, I completely forget about it. But we're heading over this way. And then a mailbox over by the farmer's market I need to fix too because it's laying on the ground all the time. I need to fix the collision on it. Let's get this unloaded first. We'll look at the light poles. I probably didn't move them. Nope, it's still in the middle of the parking lot. Yeah, I have to move the light poles yet. Let me put that on my to-do list now before I forget while this is unloading. Alright, let me get the pipe out. And then we'll get it unloaded. And let me grab my notebook while I'm thinking about it for the next. Let me go back to my update page. Alright, so it'll be actually 1.3 because I already sent 1.2 to Dixie, so I can start working on 1.3. Light poles at the supermarket and the bowling alley. Alright, definitely, okay, on my to-do list for the next map update. Coffee and cake. I'm working on something where we could do maybe a coffee orchard. And it won't be, probably not Mod Pack 2, but maybe Mod Pack 3. We could do a coffee orchard and then we could do a coffee factory. That'll be a future Mod Pack. We still have the basics to finish. Well, this is unloading. Let me find my factory. There we go. I just need to turn my notebook over. So Mod Pack 3 will have the sugar factory, which is also it's going to make sugar molasses, the grain mill, which will make flour and cornmeal, the oil press, so sunflower oil, canola oil, olive oil, coconut oil, and peanut oil. And then the drying mill to do raisins, banana chips, and dried cherries. So that's Mod Pack 3. That's almost done. And then after that, I still have the spinning mill to do, the juice factory, the bakery, the cereal factory. And that'll finish up the basics. So that's Mod Pack 3. Mod Pack 2, which I'm going to send to Dixie tonight, has the greenhouses, the orchards, the grape vineyard, the olive orchard, the dairy, and the produce pallet warehouse. So the dairy is going to make cheese butter, whipped cream, sour cream, and then you're going to get a little bit more hydrogen and oxygen so you could run the water tower and make the water and auto distribute it. Alright, one more load of ore. And we'll get some trees cut for some wood chips. And then I got to find out what the plan is for after lunch. So yeah, I don't like the mechanics in game for the grapes and the olives. So I built a lazy way of doing grapes and olives. I built a vineyard and an olive orchard where you can put the placeable down and add, I believe it's water, herbicide, and either compost or manure, and then it'll give you your grapes and your olives in bulk. Alright, one more load. Uh, no idea why he's wound up. Probably pop my head out here in a second just to see what he's barking at. Make sure there's nobody out front messing with anything. 'Cause he's at the front window. He's not at the back door. Alright, let's get this off. Let's get the pipe in for travels. Alright, he settled back down. If there was somebody out front, he'd keep barking. It's not lazy, it's just that you can spend more time on the important stuff, farming and animals and stuff. Yeah, I just don't like the mechanics of the whole grape and olive in game. Because eventually, down the road after we have all the basics done and we start getting into the next level factories, like the mid-level factories, you're going to pretty much need every crop. So you're going to need to spend some time farming. Alright, let's get over here. Let's get this dumped off. And I don't have to worry about coal and ore for a while. Let me get the pipe out before I forget. Alright, how's our contract doing? 22, those are some big fields. Alright, he's still got a little ways to go. This is my only tipper, so we're going to need this tipper to go unload him once that contract's done. Or to finish that contract, I should say. Alright, I'm going to throw y'all and be right back. I'm going to go check on the dog, grab a fresh cup of coffee. So, give me a couple minutes, and I'll be right back. Alright, let me get you off. I'll be right back. Make sure my mic is on. Mic is back on. Okay, let's get you back over to here. Let's get you back over to here. Diaper changes can be challenging. That's pretty good. So yeah, I'm still not sure what the afternoon plans are. I'm not sure if we're going to be running errands today or tomorrow yet. My sister's going to let me know shortly. So we can stream here for a little bit yet. Alright, let's drop off the snowblower. Let's grab a Brooks. We'll take the trees down on the piece of property we bought. So let's drop that off. Looks like our harvester is still going. Where is he? Let me just take a peek at that real quick. Okay, he's got a couple passes. Yeah, we got time to cut some trees. Alright, so let's grab the Brooks. Forestry equipment. There we go. I gotta get that, figure out where that bale is. I'm gonna have to go to the XML and delete that bale from the. Oh, I don't need the extra capacity. We're just gonna go with the 58,000. I don't need the extra capacity. Alright, let's get ourselves some wood chips so we can get the mill running. Did you fix so the forklift could take... Yes, I spent 12 hours yesterday rebuilding 15 pallets. So every single pallet will now lift with the forklift and auto load on Papa Smurf's trailer, including like the drill pipe, the steel. So every single pallet is rebuilt. I just sent it to Dixie for testing. So maybe like midweek or towards the weekend we'll have the map update out. Just give us a couple days. I don't want to put the map update out, find another pallet broken, and then have to put another map update out. So yeah, so just give us a couple days for testing. Alright, I need to lift this up a little bit. It's either lower or lift. I can't remember which one. Oh, I gotta lower it and turn it on. I may have to lift it up a bit. I think it's a little bit too low. There we go. We'll see if it doesn't cut, we'll adjust it. Oh yeah, there we go. Cool, old man's map, the best maps to play on. You know they work when you get them. Yeah, some of the pallets slipped through our fingers, and we were so busy testing to make sure the auto distributing worked that we forgot to test the actual pallets manually. So that slipped through the fingers. That slipped through the cracks a little bit. But that I fixed that yesterday, so that'll take care of itself on the next update this week. So you'll actually get version 1.2 of the map this week, which has all of the fill types built into it for both Mod Pack 2 and Mod Pack 3. Yeah, some of these trees are a bit tricky. There we go. Sometimes you gotta raise or lower the milling machine head a little bit. Or I mean the Brooks head a little bit. I have my eye on this field, and I want to plant it in poplar, so we don't have to mess with trees after this first batch. So we're going to make room, and when I buy this field, we're actually going to take the plow and expand it over here to where all these trees are. Ooh, solid mass. Yeah, see, some of these trees are tricky. All I know is I think I saw something advertised. I didn't get a chance to look at the TV guide yet, but I think I saw something advertised where the cars are back on the track this coming weekend. So I am so forward to looking to see cars going in circles. Definitely looking forward to NASCAR being back. Yeah, I'm just going to take these out as far as we own and expand this field as much as I can when we buy it. And this is going to be my wood chip field. Alright. What do we need to do with this thing? Do we need to lower it a little bit, or do we need to raise it a little bit? Let's raise it a little bit and see if that helps. Yeah, I'm just going to take these down to where our property ends. Oh, missed that stump. I want that stump out of there. So I want to be able to pull the plow all the way over to the road. Alright, so we may have to lower this back down a little bit. Oh, there we go. Did we get the stump? We got the stump. Now is it too low? Yeah, see, now it's too low. So now I got to raise it back up a little bit. Alright, so that's probably where our property ends. Somewhere right in here. Oh, so cool, our harvester is almost done. Where are we sitting at? Are we like right at the edge? Oh, it doesn't show our vehicle. Oh, it does. Okay, no, we're not quite at the edge of our property yet. Oh, see this thing? This milling machine, I think, is definitely finicky. And now I'm missing the stumps. So now we got to come back. Now we got to lower it and get the stumps. We'll do the stumps on the way back. We've got to be getting close to the edge of our property. Alright, let me lower this thing back down. Is it going to get the stumps this time? No. Yeah. I'll get with Papa Smurf. I think this thing needs a little bit of more work. hard to get that perfect height. Let me drop it all the way down. See, all the way down is too low. And if you lift it up just a little bit, it cuts the tree and misses the stump. Alright, let's turn around. We'll leave that tree. I think that's towards the end of our property anyway. See if we can't grab those stumps we missed. If not, we'll find them with the plow. So my eyes aren't the greatest. Feels like I'm running over one. Oh, right there. Alright, that one we got. This one it's missing, so we're going to have to lower it back. Did it get it? Okay, got it on that pass. Got that one. Got that one. Alright, so I think that's all my missed stumps. I got a great Trex that chips and grinds the stuff. Oh, nice. I may need it from you. Started in FS13. I didn't start till FS17. Oh, this thing needs a little bit of work. It's hard to get that perfect height where it gets the tree and the stump. Make sure we're getting, alright, perfect. Alright, so that our harvester's done. That means we're going to have to go take care of that, and we'll come back and finish the trees. Oh, this crazy brooks. So I need to lower it just a hair. The problem is every time you stop using it, it adjusts itself back to the original height. It doesn't keep the height for you. Let's work our way out of here. We'll cash that contract in. And we'll come back and finish clearing these trees. I'm hoping, how much is field 3? Oh, cool. I will definitely grab that. How much is field 3? Oh, we can buy it. We can actually let's get it before a crop. I think there's no crop in there. Let me double check. I want to buy it with no crop in it. It's harvested. Perfect. I want to plant poplar. So I want to buy it while there's no crop in it. Awesome. So we'll take care of that. That'll be our next project. Get all these trees down and make a poplar field. Alright, so let's get this guy turned off. Let's get that contract taken care of. Now we're going to need to earn some cash. Well, we'll get some cash again at the top of the hour. Then we need to earn some cash to buy the crone and the poplar header. Our slight detour. We're going to put the mill down, and then we'll go take care of that contract. Alright, I'm gonna try and get these lined up. Alright, let's grab Mammoth Mill. Eventually we'll get a pallet storage down, but let's get Mammoth Mill down. And we'll throw that about. I'm going to leave enough room. Let's get the mill down. Oh, you have to come back just a little bit. Up the land is not owned by me. Okay, that's all right. We'll pull you down here a little bit. We'll get the mill down, and I want to get the carpentry down. Where's the carpentry? Carpentry. Let's get that one down as well. Oh, we're going to have to spin this right about that direction, and let's try and get it lined up with the mill. Alright, that should work. Let's take this guy. Alright, so I'm going to change everything to distributing. Boxes and steel, and then we're going to activate everything here. Alright, so planks. We have coal in storage, so it'll automatically push it over here, and we have wood chips in our tipper. So coal and ore will automatically distribute. We don't have plastic yet until we get the refinery running. And then if we go to our carpentry mill, I'm going to distribute everything here. And we're going to activate these. So our Mammoth Mill is going to start making our planks, which we need for crates. And it's also going to make our nails, which we need for crates. And it's going to make our planks and our nails, which we also need for our empty pallets. So those two factories are next in production chain. And then after we cash this contract in, we'll get the oil wells and the refinery down. And we'll finally have, I think, except for the composter, we should have the rest of the basics in. Yeah, I'm definitely going to go jump in after my stream and grab that link. Alright, so where's my harvester? Back of the field or front of the field? Back of the field. Alright, let's go get the harvester taken care of. What about, okay, I'm about 2 hours. We'll probably go, what time is it? 11 o'clock. Probably about another 15-20 minutes I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to park this guy here so I can get the harvester off the field. So I'm not sure where we're going to take it next. Alright, so what did you do? It looks like you missed a little bit along here, so we'll grab this on the way back. I think that's all it missed. Alright, let's drop the header. Man, this thing burns through the fuel. We just filled it with diesel before we started this field. Alright, let's get pipe out. Oh, a little bit there on the end, that's alright. I got to keep my ears open for the furnace repairman. The parts from where I lived at my sister's house, he was here last week and ordered a part, and it came in today. So they're going to come in at some point today or tomorrow to install it. So I got to keep an ear out for him. And the dog just barked. Let me go check on that real quick. I'll be right back. I have no idea what he's barking at. I think he just wants the attention. There's nobody out front. Not even the stray cat. Alright, let's get the pipe in. I'm going to leave this sit back here for now. Let's get her folded up. Ready for the next contract until we need it for our own fields. Alright, where's this contract going? Because I don't remember. Oh, wrong one. We are going where? We are going to the supermarket. So we should get, I'm hoping we get, it would be nice to see like $90,000 in extra crop plus the $96,000 for doing the contract. It would be nice to get about $180,000 or $200,000 out of this. That earlier when we looked, that was the last harvesting contract, so we'll have to go in and see if there's any more. I don't know if we have any more harvesting contracts or not. But yeah, I hope everyone's enjoying the map. Looking forward to getting some of the mod packs out. Oh wait, and I just drove. I was going to dump these in my own storage. I forgot this was a contract. Supermarket. Let's get paid. Come on, give me at least 100,000 in extra crop cash. Oh, we're going to do much better than that. We're going to get a good chunk of change out of this. So 338,000 plus I think it's 96,000. Awesome. Is there another harvesting contract? There is not. We could send our spare tractor out and do a fertilizing job. Field 5. How big is Field 5? Let's just go take care of our own business for now. We're making our own fertilizer, so it won't cost us anything. Alright, before we go back to cutting our trees, there's a quick side job I want to do. But our next order of business is to get Field 3 expanded and planted with poplar. But before I do that, we are going to leave this guy sit here a minute. We're going to jump back in this guy. I want to get the composter down. We're going to grab our lawnmower. We just bought that field where we put our factories down. I'm going to go grab that grass real quick. So we could start making compost. I don't like letting any grass go to waste. And once we cut all the trees, before we plant Field 3 and expand it, I'm going to go cut the grass over there as well. So now that we have some cash, now that we have a little bit of cash, how much is the piece of property where the oil well is? 157,000. So that'll eat up half of our cash, but actually, how much is this one? 390. So 157, 229. I think we may go here and then put the refinery over here. Before I cut that, let's do this. I'm going to see how much cash I have left. Let's buy the 2 oil wells. before I spend the rest of my money on a piece of property. Now, we are going to get paid again at the top of the hour. So let's grab this guy. And then let's buy the other one and we'll activate both of these. So let's come down here to the oil wells. Let's change you to distributing. Let's change you to distributing. You're going to get coal and drill pipe automatically, so we don't have to worry about moving that around. And then I'm going to get, I think we're going to buy this piece of property here. And then I think I can squeeze an oil, or I can squeeze in a refinery over here, and it won't be in the way too much. So let's grab the refinery. Now I have extra mods in here because I use them on my No Man's Land. I don't own the No Man's Land map, but I play on the No Man's Land map. I'm doing a YouTube series on it. Not enough money. Did I spend all my money? 380,000. Okay, so now we have to wait for the top of the hour before we can put the refinery down. But it's all good. That means we have a lot more grass over here to cut. And we can get the composter down. And then we can wait for the top of the hour. We'll get the refinery down. Alright, let's get this guy. And then, so where does my property start? I thought we owned it all the way up to the church. Do we not own it all the way up to the church? Oh, just short of the church. It's all good. At least we'll know where our property starts, right there. Spent all my cash and can't afford the refinery. Story of my life. Puffersmer site, there's a Winston cat pack for grass. It would cut down the time on the grass cutting. I had that cat pack and it's throwing errors unless it was updated. I had the cat pack, I uninstalled it because it was throwing errors. Now I'm going to push the limits of what we own and see where our property stops. Right there. Okay. So now let's go up this way and see where our property ends. We should end up just short of this field. Yep, perfect. Alright, so let's get ourselves turned back around. Eventually I will own all of this. Alright, so we had to go down this way just a little. Alright, perfect. Right there. Yeah, so I'm not sure if I had the like the an older version of the cat pack. I don't know if it's been updated. I have one of his cat packs. I'm just not sure which one it is. One of them I kept, one of them I uninstalled. This mower head is in mod pack. It's in the download with the map. But it doesn't have its own category. It's in doesn't have its own category. It's in with the mowers. So if you go into the mowers, um, this one here modded, and that's by One Dragon Nation. So massive shout out to One Dragon Nation for the use of this mowing head. All right, so where does our property end? It's got to end somewhere over here by this church. Yeah, right along here. Now let's see what cat pack I kept. Let me go into my. Let's go back in here real quick. Shut that off a second. Yeah, I bought wrong one. Which one? Oh, keep going into the wrong one. I have one of Winston's. I have this pack, but I deleted his other one. So I was thinking about going old school mining, but I'm not sure yet. Oh, I forgot. Turn the mower back on. So I get sidetracked. I get sidetracked and lose my train of thought all the time. Oh, hold on. Let's try that again. Let's turn the back component on. Let's turn the front component back on. There we go. I guess that happens when you're an old man. Yeah. Like, I'll leave my bedroom, walk into the kitchen to do something or grab something. By the time I get to the kitchen, I can't remember why I went into the kitchen. So, or I'll go to the grocery store to buy bread or milk, and I'll get everything else except for what I went there for. Keep forgetting to buy coffee. Been to the supermarket twice this week. That if I can't live without coffee, I always keep a spare can of coffee at the house. I live on coffee. Coffee runs through my veins. I don't have any blood. Oh, are we stuck on the tree? We are stuck on the tree. All right. We'll go this way and we'll come back around the other way on the next pass. There we go. It won't take long now to knock this out. So we'll start making compost. We'll need it for fishing, and we'll need it for the orchards and greenhouses as soon as they're released. I'm not going to put them on my map until they're released to the public. Or until at least the Patreon members get them. So I won't put the orchards, the greenhouses, the grapes, and the all. I won't put any of that down until I get it, at least get it to the Patreons. It's on my test map and everything works. So I'm not worried about performance. But this is another great spot. I think I'm going to save this land over here where we're mowing now. I think this is where I'm going to put my orchards and greenhouses and stuff down. Right here behind the church. Alright, 2 more minutes, we're going to get paid again. Hope we should probably get about another 600,000. So we're selling solid fertilizer, we're selling liquid fertilizer, we're selling washed stone, and we're selling gold. Old man, error with the drill pipe pallet. Yeah, it won't spawn out. I had them spawn out of the pallet warehouse. I manually spawned everything out. I didn't use the F12. We'll jump in my test map. We can test that here in a minute. Let me get this grass cut. We can jump in the test map. Drill pipe pallet won't spawn out. I had them manually spawning out of the pallet warehouse. I didn't want to test them with F12. So I manually spawned all of the pallets out of the pallet warehouse. Let me know if there's any errors in the log with the drill pipe pallet, because the collision may be messed up on it, or the tension belt may be messed up on it. So if it won't spawn out, let me know if you have any errors in the log. I spent half the time rebuilding pallets yesterday and half the time working the errors out, because the collisions and the tension belt nodes are really tough to do in 22. They're a pain in the butt. So let me know if you're getting a tension belt error in your log with the drill pipe pallet. Like I said, I spent half the day rebuilding pallets, and I spent the other half the day working out the tension belt errors. I may have missed one. Drill pipe not supported by pallet station or spawner. Where are you trying to spawn it out of? Are you trying to spawn it out of the mill, or are you trying to spawn it out of the pallet warehouse? I didn't test the mill. I was doing all my testing on the pallet warehouse. Or I might have misspelled the pallet when I rebuilt it. Arlarn, thank you for the bits. Much appreciated. I have to fix Streamlabs so they pop up on the screen. I'll try and get that done this week. Drill pipe not supported. Won't come out of either. Okay, we'll go into my test map here in a second and look at that. I may have to zip my map up to test it so I get the same error, because I tested everything with the map unzipped. So we made, yeah, give me a couple minutes to get this cut. and then we'll jump in the test map real quick. Yeah, I'll have to back up my map, zip it up, remove the unzipped version from my mods folder, and then test it zipped. I may have misspelled the drill pipe palette. That's probably what it is. We'll go check that first. I either misspelled the drill pipe palette or I misspelled the XML name. That should be an easy fix. And then if anybody's new, while I'm in my test map, I can show you all everything from Mod Pack 2, the orchards, the greenhouses, the vineyard, the olive grove, and the produce pallet warehouse. All right. Oh wow, we're up to $1 million. We got paid at the top of the hour. I didn't even notice that. That is awesome. I should have made that swing a little bit wider. We missed a little bit there. That's all good. Let's get this edge cleaned up. Which way do I want to go? Let's go this way. Missing DDS file for palette. Yeah, okay, we'll go in and look at that in a second. I've got like 3 more passes and this grass will be done. And we'll have 1,000,000 liters of grass to turn into compost. Yeah, I'm going to zip up my map and test it this way I can see the errors in the log, and then we'll have to unzip it and fix it, and then retest it. I want to see what the actual errors are. So when I test it unzipped, you don't get the same errors as testing it zipped, and I didn't zip it up and test it. Yeah, we'll go in and check on a few things. So when I get back, I won't have to mess around with this grass. We'll probably fix that and I'll take a lunch break. I don't know if we'll be back on this map today or not. I know what mower I'm using from now on. I love this setup. It makes it so much easier. I'm probably going to sell that baler off and the baler loading wagon off. I think I'm done with messing around with bales. This is much nicer and quicker, cleaner. Alright, a little bit left. So what are the two things I need to look for right now? The drill pipe pallet and the textures on the pallets. We'll fix those first and we'll zip it up and we'll do a little bit more testing. That's why I send it to Dixie, because I spent so much time rebuilding pallets yesterday. I ended up with a headache by the time I was done. There we go. 1.1 million liters of grass. That is awesome. Alright, let's get this shut off. And fold it up. We'll get this shut off and fold it up. Alright, let's save this. Alright, let's do another save. And let's get out of here. I know, hey, that mower does make short work of things. I'm going to throw you on window. All right, let's jump into. All right, so it's not reading the drill pipe palette. I may have misspelled it. Let's check that first. So let's open that up. And then let's go to fill types. Let's find our drill pipe here. Drill pipe. It is, all right, right there. So I need to change my XML to a lowercase p. That'll take care of the drill pipe. So I just need to rename this with a lowercase p. That'll take care of the drill pipe error. And then the textures missing from the palettes. I probably forgot to fix the texture path. I did. So where is my palette diffuse? Right there. So I need palette diffuse. So let's save that. Yeah, I forgot to fix the texture path on the palettes when I rebuilt it. Let's see what else I mess with and just check everything else before I zip this up and test it. Almond apple I didn't touch with. I didn't touch. Banana barrier I did. Let's double check the textures on the barrier. Yeah, see, this is messed up as well. All right, let's fix all these textures first. All right, I'm going to need to probably move that texture over here. All right, let's come into here. Let's come into here. Let's come into here. So what textures did I miss? Plastic barrier. So I missed these three textures. So let me copy them over to here. And let's fix these guys. That's why mine loaded and yours didn't, because it's pulling it from my desktop. Let's fix that. I'm going to look at all the palettes I messed with yesterday. Let's fix that. So that'll take care of the barrier. So that one's done. Let's go back into here. Pick it up with the barrier. Okay, block I messed with as well. Nope, those textures are fixed. Blueberry I didn't touch. Boxes I didn't touch. Cabbage. Cashew I did not touch. Catfish I did. Let's double check that one. That one's fine. Caviar I messed with. That one's fine. Cherry box, cocoa box, coconut. Let me check the coconut oil. Yep, that one's good. Concrete I messed with. That one's now fine. Cornmeal should be fine. Yeah, that one's fine. Didn't save text file old. Couldn't get the crates to load. Okay. Cornmeal. Oh, the crate palette may be an old. We may have to go back and look at the crate. Let's look at the. Make sure I got nothing messed up with the crate. Crate is. That's an in-game palette. That should load. That's an in-game fillable palette. That should yeah, that should load. That's the cheese box palette. We'll go in and look at that. Cucumber I didn't mess with. Dill, drill pipe I did. Let's see if those textures. Yep, I messed that texture up as well. So let's fix that one. Concrete. Yeah, concrete was fine. So drill pipe, dried cherries, that one's fine. Flower box is fine. That's in game. Texture file for pallets. You didn't. Oh, did I not save it? I'll go back and look. Let me work my way down and we'll go back in and look at it. Flower box. Garlic should be fine. I did mess with the gold. That one's fine. I'll go back and look at pallets. Hops. I didn't mess with. Ice cubes I did. That one's fixed. A lemon I didn't mess with. Melon. I messed with the molasses. Okay, that's fixed. Mushroom I didn't touch. Nails I did. Okay, that one's fixed. Onion I did not mess with. Orange I did not mess with. Palettes. Let's look at palettes. Palettes diffuse, and that is saved. And then my palette XML should be fine. Yeah, we should be good. It's good. Let's just open up the palette to make sure it has texture. Yeah, so that has texture. So we'll go in game and test that. Alright, pavers I mess with. Those textures are fixed. Peanut I didn't touch. Peanut oil I did not touch. Peppers, plastic I did. That's fixed. Why do I have two plastic palettes? Oh, that's the XML. Pumpkin I didn't touch. Raisin. Sacks I did. That one's fixed. Salmon I messed with. That one's good. Sour cream I didn't touch. Steel I did. Okay, I fixed that texture. Sugar I didn't touch. Trout I did. That's now good. Wheat flour, whipped cream, yeast. I rebuilt the yeast palette as well and retextured it. Okay, we should be good. So let me do this. Let's take this back up and I will delete it. Let me take this one, make it my secondary backup. Let's zip this back up. I want to test this zipped, not unzipped. And then let me take this guy. Let's copy this. Let me put it in my mods folder. And let me delete out the unzipped version. So we have the zipped version in here. Let's jump into my test map. Texture file for palettes. I thought I did. We'll go back and we'll see if we'll spawn out a palette of palettes and see if the textures are white or if it's fixed. Alright, save game 4 is my test map. Let's jump back in here. I spent so much time fixing palettes yesterday that I just got sick of working on them. US and the guns. Yeah, I'll go back. We'll spawn a palette of palettes out and we'll see if the textures are messed up. Alright, let's go back to here. Let's get this guy backed up just a little bit. Alright, let's jump in here. So the crates, let's see, the crates were messed up, drill pipe was messed up, and pallets were messed up. So let's come back down here, and let's tell this to spawn out a pallet. So I'm going to change it to store until it spawns one out. The steel, let's change to store till it pops one out. The drill pipe, we'll change that to store until it pops one out, and the crate will pop one of those out as well. Let's check those first. Okay, so they all spawned out. So we have our crates. We have our drill pipe, which is now shorter, but it loads on the auto-load truck. We have our steel, which are now steel blocks, and we'll use steel in another factory, and we have our pallets are fixed. Let's make sure that they can all forklift. And then we'll grab the auto-load truck. And then I'll get this, while I'm eating lunch, I'll zip this up and I'll get it sent back to Dixie. So she can have the, yeah, see this will load, this will now pick up, because I fixed the weight on it. This, we should be able to pick up the steel, and we should be able to pick up the drill pipe. So I can lift this up, it doesn't tilt the, oh, yeah, it doesn't mess it up anymore, and then I should be able to pick this one up, and it doesn't mess it up anymore. So I should be able to lift this one without any errors, and I should be able, I think I fixed the weight on all the pallets. Yeah, so we can lift that up. So you should be able to lift all the pallets up now with either a forklift or a front loader on a tractor. Let's jump in here. Change it to Euro pallets. And we'll check the log and see if we're getting any tension belt errors. Because that was the biggest issue. Alright, so the crates, why will the crates not load? So there's probably a tension belt error with the crates. Okay, so the crates won't load. I'm just going to run around the corner, make sure these go back in. Oh, so the drill pipe are loading backwards. We got to fix the drill pipe. Alright, let's get out of here and not save this. Update mass equals false is what you, yeah, update mass equals false. I added that to all my pallets. Alright, let's go, let's see if we have a tension belt error with the log. With the, no tension belt error with the crates. Why will it not load the crates? It's the cheese pallet. But it's not giving me a tension belt error. Steve-O, hello. Is it showing? Yeah, it's showing me it spawned the crate out, but it's not giving me a tension belt error. Let's look at the crate palette. So what I need to do is I need to take this guy. Where is Ricci's Creek? Let's so we'll go to 7-zip. Let's unzip this. Let's take this one. Let me make sure I have the unzipped copy first before I delete that. I do. Okay, let's delete this guy. Let's jump up here. Alright, let's go in and look at pallets, the crate pallet. I'm probably going to have to put a fake tension belt node in it. So let's grab the crate pallet. How long? Oh, long time no here. It definitely long time no here. It's been crazy trying to get stuff done for 22. Alright, am I missing the tension belt nodes? I am missing the tension belt nodes. So we are going to have to rebuild this. So let's create a plane underneath it. Just so I have something to work on. Let's open up the XML, because we're going to have to make some additions to it. Actually, let me look at that XML. Yeah, we're going to be, I think all I need to do is add the nodes in. What else is using that same box? Let me look at one of my, is it, no, I changed the, let me look at the catfish. I got to find one that's using that same box. I think I changed the catfish palette. Yeah, I can't use that one. cannot, oh, I can use this one. We can grab the nodes out of here, I believe. Content. I cannot use, okay, I know which one I'm going to use. We're going to have to do it the hard way. Alright, let me go File, Import. Let me import in the almond box. Let's get that out of the way. I got to put some fake tension belt nodes in here or it won't auto-load. This is what I spent all day yesterday doing. Okay, got to go into here. I got to grab this tension. And I need to go Edit, Cut, and I need to put it in here. Now that we have our tension in there, I can delete the tomato box out. We could take this tension and I have to adjust it to the palette. In order for it to auto-load and strap correctly, you have to have a tension node in every pallet. And I didn't know that when I started building pallets for 22. Alright, so let's duplicate that. Let's go Edit, Cut. We got to put it in here. And I got to duplicate that. And we go Edit, Cut. And we have to put it in here. And then we got to put one in every crate. Yeah, I missed this step when I started. I didn't know that everyone needed a tension belt when I started building pallets for 22. Alright, so that's going to be everyone having a tension belt in it. Let's save that. I noticed you didn't have links to the Patreon in your YouTube. Okay, yeah, YouTube needs a little bit of work, and Streamlabs and Nightbot needs a little bit of work. I just need to make the time. But if you go here and type in !maps, it gets you to the Trello board. The Trello board has the link to PayPal Me and Patreon. Alright, so the tension belt nodes are there. So now we have to go into the XML. Let me open up the, which, it doesn't matter. One of the, almond works. Alright, we need the tension belts. Do I have the tension belts in here? I do, but they're different. Those are the collisions. I may have to rebuild this palette. I may have to completely scrap this palette and rebuild it. Or I can... Hang on, I got a better idea. Let me close that a second. Let me take the crate palette, XML. Where's my crate? I'm going to take this one out of the mods folder and keep it as my backup. I'm going to take this almond palette. Let's copy it. Let's paste it in here. Let's rename it crate palette. And let's open this up. And let's make this crate Let's make this crate. Let's make this crate. And it's 4,000 liters, and this has all my tension belts, has all my nodes. Alright, so main component is 0. Pallet viz is 0 and 0. Trigger, oh, wrong one. Trigger, so just, okay, so, oh, that's dynamic mount trigger, hold on. Dynamic mount trigger is 1. So you become 1. My discharge node becomes 2. Save that. Our tomato box becomes this number. So this, my tomato box becomes this number, and then my tension becomes this number. And then how many boxes do we have? We have 9, and we have, so I'm going to have to add 1 more onto there. Alright, so let's grab number 2. So that's going to become 4 and 1. So this will become 4 and 2. We'll just renumber these in a second. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to completely scrap this and rebuild it. Alright, so that should become 4 and 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and I need 1 more because we have 9 boxes, I believe. None of the FS maps will be converted to oh, sorry, Dixie's answering. Awesome. Alright, so we have 9 boxes, correct? We do. So we need to add another box up here. So you become 9. You become 9. And then I need another box down here. You become number 8. And then let's grab tension belt number 2, and then I can renumber those. Arlarn, another 100 bits. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Steve-O, sorry I was ignoring chat. I want to get this fixed. But Dixie answered your question for you, so that is awesome. Alright, I need to renumber all of these. And then we'll see if it's going to work or throw errors. Alright, so this one was 4 and 0. This one was 4 and 1. So this one becomes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Oh, good, I understand you are... Oh, yeah, I'm definitely concentrating here a second. Sorry about that. Yeah, I just want to make sure that I get this right. I don't know if this is going to work. I may just have to completely scrap this and rebuild it, which I did like 10 times yesterday. All right, let's save this. So we'll save that. This should be saved now, and it is. So we have crate palette. We have crate palette here. I have crate here, and then we can ignore fill type limit. When you ignore fill type limit, it takes the mass off as well. So you can use update mass equals false, or you can use ignore fill type limit true, and it ignores the mass as well. So let's jump back in here before I zip it back up and test it and see if the crate palette will load or throw any errors. And we'll zip it back up and test it. Let's jump back into save game 4. And then while I'm in here, I'll show you all what's going to be in Mod Pack 2. I'm hoping to get it to Dixie tonight and the Patreons on Friday. I have one more tree I need to fix the trees first before I send it to Dixie tonight. Alright, so let's jump back here. Let's spawn out a crate or two. I'll change that back to distributing. Okay, so we have our crates. Do you say you're a crate? You say you're a crate. Let me make sure we didn't mess up the weight. Alright, so that we didn't mess up the weight. And let's grab the auto load truck. And we'll see if it loads. Alright, Euro pallets. Still won't load. Alright, we're going to have to completely rebuild this pallet. It was driving me nuts. This is what I did all day yesterday, and I finally said to hell with it. Who's... Oh, there's a big stone picker. If there's a big stone picker, I may grab that as well. Alright, so let's do this. Let's come into here. I was using this as my storage for all my crates before I rebuild them. Let's grab this crate that we currently have. And let's go File, Export. I'm going to export it out to my desktop, and I'm going to put it in my new folder. So I have my backup original. So we have our crate palette. Let's export it out of the map. And let's grab the XML. Let's copy that. Let's throw it in here. So we have the XML. And I can delete this crate palette completely out of the map. Alright, we know the cheese palette works. So I'm going to grab the cheese palette. Do I have it in here, or do I only have the XML? I only have the XML. Okay, let's go into the original palettes from the game. Let's grab the cheese palette. If I have to make a different crate palette, I'll make a completely different crate palette. Let's grab this guy. Let's go File, Export. Let me go back to my map. Mods, Ricci's Creek, palettes. Let's call it a crate palette. Alright. And then let's take the... I built my catfish palette out of here too. Let's take the cheese palette. Let's copy it. Let's paste it back in here. Let's rename it Crate Palette. And then we can cut it out of here and drop it back in here. Okay. So let's open up this with Notepad++. We'll come back and mess with... Oh, let me delete that one out. Let's open that up again. So we have the original one from in-game. And let's open this up. We're going to have to make some changes to it. Yeah, if there's a 100, where's that 100-meter stone header? I would love to use that thing. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, on modhub.us. Okay, I'll go to modhub.us. If there's a massive stone picker in there, I may grab it. All right, now we have to take the cheese out of here, but you got to be very careful taking the cheese out of here because I cannot take the tension belt nodes out. I only need to take the cheese out. So I gotta leave this tension belt in there. Let's work with number 9. Let's work with the one that's on the top first. So I've got to take the cheese out without messing up the tension belts. So this cheese here has to come out. But I need to leave this in as a collision, and I need to make it invisible. And then there's our tension belt is in there, and it's invisible as well. So I think all I have to do is take this one out and make this one invisible. And I think this will fix the crate palette. So this one has to come out. That one has to go invisible. So that one gets deleted. That one goes invisible. That one gets deleted. That one goes invisible. That one I don't need. You go invisible. Delete. Invisible. Delete and invisible. Yeah, I just got tired of going from the editor to the game yesterday. I went from the editor to the game yesterday about 500 times. Alright, let's save that. That should be our crate palette fixed. But now we need to check our i3D mapping. Alright, so you become crate palette. You become crate palette. Save that. You become crate. We have to take this up to, and I got to add the extra line of code in here. You go to 4,000. You go to 30. You go to 500. Let me save that. I need an update mass. Let me grab my, I think I added it to the drill pipe or the steel. Yeah, I just need this. Moved over here. And then we need to check our i3D mapping. So we have our crate, we have our tension. We have our crate, we have our tension. But let's just make sure we didn't mess any of that i3D mapping up on it by me deleting the cheese. So crate number 1 is still 0, 2, and 0. So they didn't change. Our tension belt, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0. So they did change. Alright, so my tension belt on number 1 is 0, 0, 0. So I think all I could do is change that one to 0. Tension number 2 is 0, 2, 1, 0, 0. 0, 2, 1, 0, 0. Tension 3, 0, 2, 2, 0, 0. So they should all be the same now. Alright. So that should be the updated crate palette. Save that again. I'm going to leave it unzipped for a minute. Let's make sure I saved the changes to the XML I did. Let's jump back in here and see if the crate palette will auto-load. I can send you a link in your PM. Yeah, that would be awesome. I can grab that after the stream. Alright, save game 4. Hopefully this palette's fixed this time. I spent more time trying to get them to auto-load yesterday than I did rebuilding them. So I was messing with the tension belt nodes like all day yesterday. Alright, let's jump back to our forklift. Let's pop out the new crate palette. Let's let 2 of them pop out. Change it back to distributing. Okay, we have our crate. You say your crate, you say your. Let's just make sure I didn't mess up the weight. Oh, gotta lower you a bit. Alright, so we didn't mess the weight up. Let's get this guy out of the way. Alright, throw you on Euro pallets. Oh, don't go sideways. Alright, am I on Euro pallets? I am. There we go. They will tension belt properly, and they will load. So we got that pallet fixed. And then they should unload. So we should be good. Let me turn off the straps. Let me get this guy out of the trigger a minute. And I will double check some of the other pallets I was messing with yesterday. Alright, so let's see what I was messing with yesterday. Let's just see what I have in storage. I didn't mess with the flour. A lot of these I don't have in storage that I was messing with yesterday. I was manually spawning them in. Let's grab a nail because I rebuilt that one. Let's grab another pallet. We'll spawn that out. We'll grab another steel. We'll grab a yeast. Oh, I don't have a yeast. Grab a molasses. We'll grab a. I don't have a full plastic. Let's grab a sack. Cornmeal I messed with, I think. Drill pipe I know I messed with. Oop, not selling. Storing. We'll pop 1 or 2 of those out. Crate we just tested. Let's grab another box. Pop 1 or 2 of those out. What else do I have in here? Banana chips, banana chips and dried cherries, you won't get until Mod Pack 3. Alright, let's make sure we have. Let's drive around the building. Everything should auto-load and everything should strap. And then I'll zip this back up and send it to Dixie. Alright, am I on Euro pallets? I am. I should put it on cruise control and just hit R as I'm driving. So everything should now auto load. And then everything should tension belt down. So that's what I spent all day yesterday working on. Let's get these back in here. Alright, let's get this guy out of the trigger. Then I'll check the log, make sure we're not getting any tension belt errors. I'll head back to the house, I'll show you what's in Mod Pack 2. Now I'm going to get out of here for lunch. So Mod Pack 2, let's head up this way. I'm going to mess with these trees a little bit in the orchards before I send it to Dixie. So you have greenhouse, is this 1 or 3? So you'll have greenhouse 1, greenhouse 2, greenhouse 3. Greenhouse 1, water, manure, herbicide, tomatoes, peanuts, mushroom, melon, cucumber, or compost. The same thing. Greenhouse 2, lettuce, hops, peppers, onions, garlic. Greenhouse 3, strawberry, pumpkin, cabbage, blueberry, and dill. So they are ready for me to send to Dixie. These trees I need to work on a little bit tonight. But Orchard 1, same thing. Water, manure, herbicide, or water, compost, and herbicide. So Orchard 1, apple, cherry, orange, lemon, banana. Orchard 2, coconut, cocoa, pecan, almond, and cashew. And then you're going to get a produce warehouse. It'll hold everything from the orchards and greenhouses. You can set it to distribute to automatically push them to your next factory if you don't want to move them around manually. I hate the grape mechanic and I hate the olive mechanic in game. So I built a lazy, built this more for me, but we'll share it. We have an olive grove. So water, manure, water, compost, or manure, and herbicide. So either one, and you're going to get olives in bulk that you just come out of the silo. And then the same thing with grapes. You'll get grapes out of the silo, same way. So you don't have to do grapes in olives Giants way. So that will be Mod Pack 2. I'm hoping to get this to Dixie tonight and the Patreons on Friday. And then I've started working on Mod Pack 3, which is not finished yet. And I don't know if I have any of the the factories are over here. Let's jump back over here. So Mod Pack 3, so far we have, and this is like 2 weeks out. So we have the drying mill. So grapes, boxes, coal, you're going to get raisins. Bananas, boxes, coal, you're going to get banana chips. And then cherries, boxes, and coal, you're going to get your dried cherries. And then I have, what do we have over here? Alright, so this one is your grain house. So wheat, pallets, and diesel for your flour. So barley, oats, sorghum, millet, I think, and then rice. And then corn pallets and diesel to get your cornmeal. So that is the grain house. And then we have 2 bar. So we have the sugar house. So sugar beet, boxes and diesel to get sugar. I think that's sugar beet cut and sugar cane. You'll get sugar and molasses out of this. And then last one for Mod Pack 3 is the oil press. So sunflowers, pallets, diesel, and plastic. You'll get your sunflower oil, canola oil, olive oil, coconut oil, and peanut oil. And we'll be able to use those in other factories. So that should be Mod Pack 3 in about a week or two after Mod Pack 2 is released. That's not 100% finished yet, but they're in the works. And then we're going to redo the spinning mill. We're going to add more to it. We're going to redo the cereal factory and add more to it. We're going to redo the bakery and add more to it. And we're going to redo the juice factory and add more to it. And that should be all of your basic factories. And then we can start getting into like cookies and pies and granola and beer and wine and all that stuff down the road after we get the basics done. Olive oil, uh-oh, look out, Popeye. Alright, I am going to throw you all on ending soon. I'm going to save this and close it. Since I'm in my test map. And now I'm going to close the crate palette. I'm done with that. And then just close all the XMLs I have open so I don't mess anything up. And let me check the log real quick and make sure that crate's not throwing any tension belt errors. It's not. So it's completely clean. Alright, I'm going to get out of here. I don't know if I'll be back. Arlarn, awesome stream. Thank you very much. I don't know if I'll be back. I don't know if we're going to do errands today or errands tomorrow. We have a snowstorm and an ice storm coming in on Wednesday right around afternoon rush. It's going to start with ice and then change over to sleet, freezing rain, and then snow. And it's supposed to start Wednesday around afternoon rush, and it's supposed to that shit's supposed to go like all of Wednesday night into Thursday and almost all day Thursday. So we want to hit the grocery store either today or tomorrow and stock up for a couple days. So I don't know if we're going to run errands today or run errands tomorrow. I'm waiting to hear back from my sister on that. But if I don't come back today, it's because we're running errands. If she doesn't want to run errands till tomorrow, give me hour and a half, I'll be back. And I want to get this zipped up now while I'm eating lunch. I'm going to zip this up, upload it so I can get this copy back to Dixie for testing. Glider Cat, keep up the great work, much appreciated. Steve-O, thank you. Sassy One, Arlarn. Hope everyone has an awesome afternoon. I don't know if I'll be back or not, but much appreciated. Thank you for stopping in. And Arlarn, thank you for all the bits. Much appreciated.